right, Technology and Education Today is our series, and we're here at TCEA 2013. And we are talking to Tom Deliganis of this great organization. Turns out you have several names. I didn't realize that NetTracker was part of your group, but this is the brilliant man who is in charge of the sales component. So tell us everything about it.
Well, thank you for referring to me as brilliant. No one has ever done that before.
Simple truth,
so,
man.
Yeah. Well, Knovation is really a name that we assumed about a year and a half ago. We kind of evolved from originally being known across the marketplace as NetTracker, and NetTracker's been around for 11 years. We have about 40% of the districts in Texas that are customers, and quite a few across the country. But we chose the name Knovation because, for two reasons. Number one, we wanted to add some additional products like iCurio and some others, if you can see the background behind me, to our suite of products. But the other reason is that we feel like the end game in learning is knowledge, not just acquisition of information or acquisition of skills, but knowledge. And knowledge implies that you somehow own the information that you're getting and you're able to apply it and use it in everyday life. It's probably fairly high up there on Bloom's taxonomy, I suppose. But the company, what we essentially do is we curate content from the internet. And I ask this question often to our customers and friends alike, is can you quantify, and I'm going to ask this of you, so I know you're interviewing me, but I'm going to throw this on you.
Now I'm
but if somebody asks you to quantify how much educational content is available on the web, what number would you come up with?
I couldn't actually, maybe 95%, depending upon how it is framed.
Okay.
Because anything can potentially be useful knowledge.
Okay, let's narrow it down. How much content is up on the web that would be somewhat useful for K-12 education, traditional K-12 education?
Let's say 60%.
60%, and
which is probably highballing it, but still.
Which is probably 10 million, 100 million, billion,
sites.
Zillion sites. No one really knows how to quantify that. And so the problem we have in schools today is that I think teachers, and I'm going to use a strange term here, I think teachers have almost a primal need to get at that content, but they don't know how.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. Well done to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, they're saying, well,
we have all this information out there, but how do we
get at it? And so what we do is we curate it for them, and curation is a word we use a lot, or the forms of curation, and curation implies, well, I guess the most common use would be a museum curator. And what does a museum curator do? A museum curator essentially takes a large collection of stuff, if you will, and somehow presents it in a practical, usable way for their end users. In this case, it would be us, as if we went to a particular museum. What we do is we go out there to the zillion, 100 million, whatever the case may be, websites that are educationally viable in some way, and we curate it and we bring it down to a mere 330,000 websites that we've aligned to all the state standards, including Common Core and the TEKS and the STAR tests, every single one of them. We make sure they're safe, we rate them, we test them on a 48-hour routine to make sure that they are still viable, live, nothing's changed. If something's changed, we pull it out and look at it with our own eyes to make sure it's appropriate. We make sure it's appropriate. We meta tag it, and we essentially make sure that it's useful for educational purposes, reliable. A teacher has a teacher or an administrator has a confidence level that what they're getting from us is going to be relevant and valuable in the classroom.
So I'm going to quiz you now.
Okay.
Recognizing all the information that is out there and available, are you also evaluating this information as regards a focus upon assistive and adaptive type technological needs for our special needs students?
Yes, we do. In fact, you can filter we have a number of filters in there that you can set based on everything from learning style differences to interactivity, to languages. In fact, we have quite a bit of content that's in various foreign languages, Spanish being the most prominent, but also French, Portuguese, Mandarin Chinese, you name it, it's out there somewhere. A large majority is obviously English, but we also have tools around it like read aloud text. You can hot link on almost any text in any of the 330,000 websites, and it will take you right to a dictionary and a thesaurus, and so that we build a lot of tools, but we also build a lot of deployment tools for the teacher. Okay, so the teacher you're not just doing wild searches, but you can begin to build curriculum suites, projects, collaborative activities for students based on these 330,000 sites.
I love how excited you are, and everyone in your group is, about these products. It's brilliant.
We drink a lot of coffee.
There you go.
That's
This is our Technology and Education Today series. Thank you so much, Tom. And we are talking to Tom from Knovations. Bye.